Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about the medical check. Remember, this is part of the application. It makes up one of the most important parts of your application, the medical check. You have to meet the Group 2 standard requirements, same for a bus or a HGV driver. Basically, you will have to go book a testing with your GP. He or she will carry out a medical check on you. Usually it takes around 15 to 20 minutes, best part of half an hour I'd say. And you pay your GP a fee. They will conduct the normal eyesight test, asking you to read the letters, doing the blood pressure checks, and so on and so forth. In terms of why we see this as being the most important part of the application, is because you may have some underlying problem that you're totally unaware of, or that you are aware of, but you just want to make sure whether you meet that requirement. So first and foremost, book in for a medical check with your GP. In terms of how much you're going to be paying, well, that boils down to your GP. It's something which is set by each and individual GP around the country. I've heard stories about people having paid £160 for a medical check. It's quite expensive, but again, that's something for you to take up with your own GP. Some people pay as much as £50. And some people pay an average of about £80. The general rule of thumb, I would say, is between £80 and £100 is what you should be expecting to pay for your medical check. During your medical check, there's a couple of things which are really important, because you may have some underlying symptoms like diabetes, which is insulin related. You may have epilepsy, you might have had a seizure in the past. There's a lot of isolated cases which do have to be taken into account. And this is the point at which it would be outlined, and you would then have to make a decision as to whether you wish to go ahead with this or not. The other thing is the visual acuity test. Seeing if you can read like you do when you take your driving test, the number plate at 20 meters or so, I think it is. You have to meet that requirement. There are tolerances for the worse eye and for the better eye. For more information, check the medical form out. If you do wear glasses, there are certain tolerances within which you have to be. If you're outside these, unfortunately, again, you will not qualify for the medical check. The other thing I want to talk about is once your medical check has been done, make sure that you do either your CRB check or your topographical skills test. You can do them at the same time. Make sure that you do get through your medical first. And another point to remember is whoever does your medical check must have your medical records in front of them. If they don't, your medical check is invalid, and it could possibly lead to your license being withdrawn, possibly revoked. So don't try and pull a fast one. Make sure you go to your registered GP or a GP who has access to your full medical records. Once you've got over this hurdle, this part, which is what we class as the most important part, then move on to either doing your CRB check and your topographical skills assessment test. You can watch more videos about both those topics if you look into our website. Thank you.